Imagine setting all of this up and then looking down and realizing that your hands is crusty. But who's finna get up and put lotion on? Not me. So we're gonna have to roll through it. I know y'all be always coming after me in my stories and my DMs and stuff, hitting me up like, why y'all never got your lotion on and blah 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 blah. Look, I'm naturally ashy, okay? Especially with the weather right now. Sometimes it's summer, sometimes it's winter in St. Louis. So look, do not come for me for my lotion. If you got lotion company and you want to sponsor me, then send me your products and I'll put it on here. But I'm ashy. Get with it. Anyways, today this is a little bit different. I know y'all haven't seen this type of content from me before, but we're gonna switch it up because you got to be in the atmosphere switching it up every now and then. So anyways, today we're gonna jump into a story time. If you guys don't know, I have 1,000,000,001 stories about working in the industry, especially being a young person working in the industry. It took a lot for me to get my ranks in the industry, the culinary industry. But yeah, we're gonna go through a story. Just a background. I was working at a restaurant, a pretty high-end restaurant here. I'm not even giving any details about the location or whatever. It was a high-end restaurant. I was working there, blah, 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 blah. I became an executive chef and yeah, so on and so forth. So I was like either 18 or 19 at the time and I was running the kitchen. And yeah, I always had like a problem with people under me, like not allowing me to lead them and delegate tasks to them. So it was always a problem for some reason, just because of the age gap and blah, 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 whatever. So, hey, so it was one night we had like we probably had like 110 covers. It was probably like a Saturday. We probably had like 110, 130 covers. So it was like super crazy busy. The restaurant was not that big, but it was packed. We always packed it out on Saturday nights just to get as many people through as we possibly could. So I'm working Expo. If you guys don't know, Expo is traditionally the person that's in between the front of house and the back of house. So the front of house is typically like the servers, the waiters, the bussers, and then the back of house is typically the cooks, the line cooks, the prep cooks, all of that fun stuff. And so the Expo is kind of the person that's in between those two fields, kind of the communication device to get customers their food at a manly time, a proper time, and then just communication back and forth. Anyways, I was training this guy that had been working in the restaurant way longer than I have. Key point, way longer than I have. And so he kind of thought that he knew everything, but he had been on one position the whole entire time that he's been working at the restaurant. Like he's literally been working one position, one station the whole entire time. Granted, I came in, learned all the positions within a couple months. It wasn't that hard. The restaurant wasn't like functionally hard at all. So anyways, he ran the same position, which was the fryer position, for the longest. And then he was like, hey, I want to venture off and start learning other stuff. We're like, okay, cool. That's cool. We want to train you up on how to do it. And then potentially, that could be your field or that could be your position. And so I'm training this cat on Expo and he picks it up. It honestly took him a while to pick him up. I think this was probably like the second day of me training him. And so he's kind of getting like a big head. When people get on Expo for some reason, they just think they running. Like for real, they think they the top dog. They think they the HNIC, which is so weird to me. But they think that they can tell anybody what to do, how to do it, and just use a lot of emphasis when they talk. Like everything that they say just is supposed to happen in the kitchen. That's not necessarily the case. So he gets in his move, he gets in his groove, and he just thinking that he running it. So I let him run it by himself. I threw him in the dumps. It's Saturday night, like I said, we had 115, 120 covers, and he couldn't do it. He could not do it at all. And he would not admit that he could not do it. He would just had so much pride that he could not admit that he couldn't do it. So I try to give him a little room, try to let him do what he's trying to do. But it's just ticket times are just waiting too long. I got people in the dining room waiting way too long for their food to get out, and they still waiting on their first course, the appetizers. So I'm like, okay, let me jump in real quick. Let me help this cat out. I jump in. Dude goes blistered off the wall. Like, he just started throwing stuff around. Blah, blah, blah. Why are you helping me? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, we have 120 people in the dining room. Like, we got to get stuff moving. Like, what are you doing? And he get real offended. I'm like, bro, I'm training you. You're not training me. I have been working this position for the last couple months. Like, I run this whole kitchen. What are you doing? Who do you think you're talking to? So he rips the ticket out of my hand and starts cussing and blah, 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 and blah, blah. First of all, I don't tolerate none of that. If you have ever worked with me in a professional kitchen, you know that I hold my ground. I'm going to always stand my ground no matter what. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've been working in the industry. One thing you're not going to do is disrespect me in front of my face. So I tell dude, I said, hey, bro, First thing you better do is check yourself when you're talking to me. Second off, you need to go outside and take a smoke break because you look like you fiending for a little crack right now. And he was just, we had to get this dude out of the kitchen. Like, the servers was coming down like, hey, everything cool? I'm like, yeah, everything cool. Dude trying to check me, run up on me and all of this type of stuff. Talking about he gonna catch me outside on the parking lot. First of all, you catch the bus. You have to leave 5 minutes early to catch that bus. So you're not gonna wait on me on the parking lot. That's what we're not gonna do. You're not gonna be waiting for me on the parking lot. Anyways, dude go outside, take his smoke break, blah, blah, blah. He talking all stuff out there to the dishwasher. And listen, the dishwasher was dude cousin. First of all, never hire relatives in a restaurant business, especially if they people of color. No offense, I know I'm gonna get dragged for this, but do not hire people of color in the same family in a restaurant. Terrible, terrible thing. They always plotting, always trying to get stuff under the table, and I ain't gonna even go into depth. Just listen to what I'm saying. Anyways, he outside talking to the dishwasher. First of all, the dishwasher shouldn't even be outside. We got 120 covers in the dining room. What are you doing, buddy? You got dishes. Anyways, that's besides the point. I'm running the window and all of this type of stuff. Blah, blah, blah. He come in on fire again. Like he just got hyped up. Like he came in like John Cena, just ready to fight. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, bro, it was crazy. The servers had to get involved. The line cooks had to get involved. They had to like hold him back because what are you doing? You're not finna run up on me, first of all, and we got 120 people in the dining room. That's what we not finna do. The restaurant is not that big, so people can hear the commotion going down. You know what I mean? So anyways, we get all this situated. I end up sending dude home early, and guess what? He was done. I fired him that night. End of discussion. Because what you're not finna do is run up on me in the middle of a service. That's what we not finna do. I don't care how old I am. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long you've been in the industry. One thing you're not finna do is try to check me in the window. That's what we're not gonna do. Anyways, that's that story. Look, like I said, I got 1,000,001 stories that I could tell you guys. And try not to give away too much. I don't want to put people's business out there on the street because there's some raggedy stuff that has been happening in the industry since I've been in it the last 5 or 6 years or so. And we gonna shake the cup a little bit. We ain't gonna spill the tea all the way, but we gonna shake the cup just a little bit. But anyways, if y'all like this video, make sure you leave it a heart. Make sure you comment down below some of your stories. And yeah, I want to get some more chefs involved. I want this to be like a reoccurring thing. Stories of the industry. That's what we're going to call it. Stories of the industry. And yeah, maybe we can turn this into like a little dope series or something. But yeah, like I said, if you like this type of content, make sure you like it. And I'll be posting more stories in the industry pretty soon. Peace. I'm out.